And God give the same dream night vision to you over and over until we obey or follow it. And can this be like a guiding light for us to follow with the path that He has already set for us?
Okay. We can definitely dream things that we need to respond to in the future, but not every repetitive dream is God's future for you. So, for example, you can have a repetitive dream if there's an energetic connection to higher dimensional beings, fallen ones. So, for example, in my own life, I used to have these dreams about being in water all the time. And I had dream after dream after dream of being in water. And Jesus appeared in one of these dreams and said to me, "Isn't it strange," he said, "that you dream about water every night?" And as he said this, I remembered lots of dreams about water. And basically, my great grandfather had come to Britain on sailed from Alexandria, and or they were all sailors and from the coastal area. And what had happened that they'd been traded into water spirits, and I had to break the connection to water spirits, which were energetic beings, to change my dream. Now, sometimes people have reoccurring dreams about someone they think they should marry, and it's not the Lord. It's actually the desires of their heart forming an echo chamber. And many, many times, ever since I've been in ministry, I have met people that said, "I'm meant to marry this person." And they say this over and over again. And but then another woman will be saying that they want to marry the same person as well. And they don't actually end up marrying that person. What it is if something becomes more valuable to you than union with Yahweh, with Jesus, it can form a prism that distorts the voice. So what I mean by that is if this is Jesus by here and this is you, and in the middle of you, you have this thing that you're thinking about, you'll hear that thing answer you. So you'll say to Jesus, "Jesus, am I supposed to be with that person?" And Jesus, it won't be Jesus you're hearing. You'll hear the thing that you're thinking about answer you saying yes. So many, many times, for example, I've found people with money, when money's an idol, the idol will answer them. So I've met loads of people that have said, "God's told me I'm to do this business, this investment." I read it with cardionosis. I know straight away it's an idol and God hasn't given them that pathway. But I don't often have permission to speak into it. So I just have to allow them to work that out themselves. But quite often, if anything in your life is bigger than your love with Yahweh, it can distort your dreams, everything, even your ascensions. So, you know, but yeah, if you're getting a regular dream, I would definitely say I need to respond to this because it's like a phone call. Even if it means dealing with beings or idols or it's Jesus, a regular dream means you're not paying attention. This is something I want you to engage with and activate. So definitely, yes.
I just wanted to share this. This friend that I have in Indonesia, he was Islamic. And he actually came to the Lord through dreams because the Lord, Yeshua, would appear to him in dreams and keep motioning to him. And he'd run away from him and try and run into the mosque because he figured Yeshua wouldn't go into the mosque. And of course, Yeshua followed him right into the mosque and ended up drawing him out of there. But on his scroll in the heavens was the mandate to tap into time in regards to world events. And this guy could actually document through his dreams. The first time he had a dream, he knew it was going to happen. The second time he had the dream, it would come within a 24-hour, or no, within a week of the actual happening in the earth realm. And the third time he had the dream, it would happen within 24 hours of the time that he had the
Mm.
dream. Now, this was in his scroll. So when
Yeah,
I say that when you have these kinds of repetitive dreams, because that was part of his purpose,
yeah.
he could historically document that every single time he had a dream within 24 hours, the thing that he dreamt occurred
Mm,
in the earth realm.
mm.
So, while it's true that our dreams can get distorted, I think that it doesn't minimize the fact that the word says
Yes.
God speaks to man in the night, in a dream, in a vision, while his soul is
Yeah.
sound asleep. And the reason why he speaks to us while our soul is sound asleep, because our soul, well, it talk us out of it every time,
Yeah.
every time that we are receiving a download, because our
Hmm.
soul exalts itself against all that is God or godly all the time. Therefore, it will argue with the purposes of God that are received in the dream. One of the things, and this is just from my personal perspective, when people come to me with a dream that I know is from God, I just take their hand and I ask them, was it a dream or was it reality?
Yeah, that's
Because
good.
this is the vapor, that is the
Come on.
real. And
Come on.
actually, what they're doing is everything that we've been talking about here. They've tapped into a future purpose for God for their life. And the future purpose they're seeing
Mm,
actually demands the manifestation of that in reality.
come
So,
on. I
yeah.
think this is a good actual question, and one thing I'd say about dreams is I often talk to Rachel about my dreams. Even if I can't remember it fully, I'll say I was with people in the night. I talk to people every night. Something happens in dreams, and dreams are very, very significant. I had a dream about you this week, Nancy, which was very significant.
Hmm?
It was to do with who you are in the spirit. And Shannon was in, a bunch of us. We were all in these robes, but you were in, and I knew this in the dream, you were in this shimmering red, massive robes. They were huge, like almost extravagant and beautiful. And I knew that they were the in the dream through infused knowledge, they were the robes of an overcomer. And the
Hmm.
Lord was saying that you're an overcomer. You are someone who's overcome this world. And they were scarlet, they were red, and they were beautiful and shimmering. And in the dream, I started to speak over you. You are going to speak pure spirit from Yahweh for 3 hours. And I knew the Lord was saying in this dream that you're a conduit of a pure voice, of a pure consciousness from Yahweh. And that you're very innocent in it as well. And there was lots that came in it, but yeah, it was a very beautiful dream, and I love dreams, and one of the ways that we can create more dreams in our lives is by talking about them. Anything we talk about, we'll create more of. So Rachel and I always talk about angels, we always talk about dreams, we always talk about cardionosis, and because we always talk about that, we always are pulling in those realities because as a man thinks and speaks, that's the world that you live in.
So we do create our own realities, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for that dream. I love your dreams. I hope you'll share some more of those with
Your
me
robe was
sometime.
incredible in that dream. It was
Mhm.
like nothing I've seen on earth. It was this scarlet red, shimmering, very big and layered. It was just something else.